Do you haven't done? I know you did your movie. Do you think because Bobby and I just got offered a television show, right? And so it's like, what is the reality? The time commitment and everything is huge, though.
Yeah, I would do another movie. I like that time commitment. I like that. I have like a couple projects lined up. I would do another movie. I really enjoyed that process. I have to be a producer on the movie and a creative part. I can't be an actor. Yeah. Like I can't just hire me, and I need to be a part of the team that helps make the thing make
it good, make it funny. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I like giving notes to other actors too. Like I really enjoy that. I like the process of making something. It's really cool. I would do a scripted single camera, and that's it.
A scripted single camera television show.
I'd do a multicam, like a sitcom. I think I'll tell you this, and I'm putting this out there. I'll sell out and do like a legit, cheesy, kind of bad multicam. If you give me like 15 years, I'd do it in a heartbeat.
If they committed to 15 years, you mean?
If they, by the way, they just, all they got to do.
Or you mean 15 years from now?
But like if you tell me like I could get, I'm using bad examples, but like if you tell me I can get just a regular sitcom where it's like Bert has a cow or whatever it's called, and then I have like a cow that I talk to, and he like sticks his head into the kitchen window. He's like, "Hey, Bert," and I'm like, "What's up, Mr. Cow?" He's like, "You're gonna have a rough day today." Yeah, and I was like, "Really?" And he's like, "I think you should talk to your wife. She was up cleaning the dishes last night, really upset." And I was like, I'm the only one that can hear you, right? And he's like, "That's right, Bert. I'll be in the backyard." And then my wife comes in. She's like, "How you doing?" And I go, "I'm just helping with these dishes." And she's like,
secret cow.
Like, oh. Yeah, like that would be I'd do that show.
Called Having a Cow or something like that?
Yeah. Don't have a cow.
Oh, that's it.
Don't have a cow. And then I got a cow that maybe no one sees.
And
maybe
it's in India, too, when they like, the cows are gods there.
Ooh, and all my, dude, I'm so attracted to Indian women.
Oh, yeah.
And so I have an Indian wife, Indian children. I live in India.
Hello, Bo. Hey, husband.
Husband? Yeah. That'd be great.
You want some spice?
Yeah. I love Indian food too.
Sprinkle it in your fucking mouth, huh?
Yeah, but I'm the only one that can see the cow. I'd do that. And by the way, if you're a screenwriter and you want to write that up, I'll do that. Sitcom in a heartbeat.
You'll do it. Yeah, I mean, it would just. I mean, I can't imagine what the second season would be, but I think the first season would be fucking good.
I go vegan.
Ooh.
Yeah. I go vegan, and the cow's like, "This is what I'm talking about."
Yeah.
Do you like acting?
I just did a part in a movie with Bobby, and it was fun, man. It was nice because I knew the amount of time commitment.
Okay, that's where I get fucked up.
That was a big thing. Like I'd gotten to do that movie with Chris Pratt a couple years ago, where he gave me a part, and I got there and got to read the script, and I saw I didn't have a lot of, and it was 12 weeks. I was like, I can't do it. It was too much for me to commit to.
Okay,
this was only 12 days.
Okay.
So I was like, "Oh, I can handle this,"
How do you feel? This is I'm probably outing myself as like as not a team player. But how do you feel when like a PA goes, "Just go to your trailer, I'll get you when we need you"? Does that bother you?
Oh, I like going into that trailer.
Oh, I can't stand it. I want to be on set.
Really?
And I go, "I'll just be on set." And they're like, "Actually, we can't have you on set." And I go, "Actually, I'm higher on the fucking call sheet than you are. Actually, I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want. Actually, I busted my ass for fucking 25 years to get to this point. And you have an older brother who got you this job. And you don't even know what the fuck you want to do." Sometimes I feel like that.
Oh, yeah. I think, well, that's the problem with going to do acting is you have to be under somebody else's, like, jurisdiction and their thoughts and feelings, and then it's their words, and it's like this movie I did was it was a friend of mine who had written it. He knew me, and it was like if I couldn't communicate with him as clearly as I wanted to, if there was any like he really expressed like a real like ownership, I would have I couldn't do that.
Wait, did you meet Chris Pratt?
Yeah, I met Chris Pratt.
What's he like?
Oh, it's super nice.
I think that's what Jesus would have looked like.
Nice and clean. Oh yeah.
Right?
He looked clean, man.
I bet he smells good.
I didn't really smell him.
I partied with his ex-wife once.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't smell him, but he was really nice, really affable. And I felt kind of bad about leaving because it was such a neat opportunity.
What was the movie? Jurassic Park?
It was called Tomorrowland, Tomorrow War.
Oh, has that been out?
It's been out, yeah. It came out during the pandemic.
Well, what's tough about you, in my opinion, is I'm sure people try to write for you. and put you into something and then go, I got Theo's voice. But your voice is so authentic and so kind of comedically swaggered in any attempt to write for you is almost like a parody of you, if that makes sense. Like if you tried to write for Mitch Hedberg, you'd be like, hey man, I'm high as fuck.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, that's not Mitch Hedberg. That Mitch never talked about, like, you know.
Right, he just was who he was.
Yeah, and so like it's hard to write for your perspective. That's why I think it would be tough to like write for you. But that's why it makes sense that what you enjoy is collaborating and being like, I'm gonna put my spin on it.
Yeah, me and Spade just wrote a movie together.
David Spade?
So, yeah.
I got to call. Did I tell you I had a dream about him?
Yeah, you told me about that.
I got to call him.
So maybe, so that's been exciting to me because it's thinking like, oh, well, I already know what's going to happen.
Is it called Spade in Manhattan?
It's called, it's about being busboys.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, it's about adult male busboys.
David Spade's one of the coolest motherfuckers.
He's funny.
He is like, you know, man.
That generation of SNL guys, how were they so much funnier than what is on? Like, how was like Kevin Nealon? Like, how are they? Why is there such a different level of their like improv ability? Do you feel like?
I was thinking of that today. I was thinking. I wonder if David Spade ever looked at me and goes, "Wow, my best friend was the biggest influence on this guy. Like this guy loved." I loved Farley. Farley showed us a way to be funny when you didn't know how to be funny. You didn't know how to be comfortable with yourself. He just showed you that being large, being vulnerable. This, like, he really honestly, like, I wonder how often he goes into a comedy club and goes, well, this guy was my best friend was a big influence on this guy. My other best friend was a big influence on this guy. I mean, how much of us, like, you look at Shane Gillis, you go, huge influence on Shane Gillis is Norm Macdonald. Right? Norm Macdonald's a big influence on all of us. One of Spade's best friends. I mean, like, Spade's, and he's so cool. You know, when I fucked up this interview with Adam Sandler really bad. I don't know if you ever saw it.
Mm-mm.
It was bad.
Not as bad as that Greg Louganis when you did.
Nope.
Which is fucking pretty cool, dude. Here, pound me out, bro. That shit was fucking pretty good.
You made me laugh the hardest that day in your tribute to Amelia Earhart. That's the hardest I ever laughed.
Well, that chick gets all this clout. That bitch went missing. You know what I'm saying, bro?
She didn't even do her job.
Well, dude, I'm just saying.
It's like going to a restaurant and you're like, this is the best chef ever. And then it's 11 o'clock. He goes, the meal coming. They're like, he left.
Yeah.
Oh, if that was a dude, no one would talk about him.
I wouldn't say a word.
Oh, if that was a dude, no one would talk about him.
Wouldn't say a word, man.
Yeah, he didn't land it.
Yeah.
He didn't land it.
Oh, yeah, Ronnie fucked up. That's all they would say. Ronnie fucked up. But they let her. They just, you know, it's that Title IX thing, man.
Oh.
That's Title IX.
Oh.